Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today we're doing something a lot of you guys have been requesting? I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but either way, a lot of you guys have been requesting for quite some time now, which is predictions on what they're going to do in Dokkan Battle as far as the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie is concerned, because we know they're going to do a lot around this movie. Let's be realistic here. The fact that we literally got a Dragon Ball Super Broly Extreme Z battle, not really Extreme Z Awaken because there was no card to awaken here, but Extreme Z battle against Broly, like they didn't even plan it around even the trailer drops, right? It was just randomly in August. We got a trailer originally in July around SDCC. We got another trailer just a couple weeks ago. So it wasn't even around like a trailer drop or anything. It was just kind of like, yo, this is a thing. We're going to be doing a ton of stuff around it, but here's a small sort of taste of the Broly movie within Dokkan. So with all that said, I wanted to make a discussion video, sort of just talking what I might think we might see from it and all that. There's a lot of mights right there. But as always, guys, these are a discussion with you. So even though I have thought this through for for like a couple weeks now, I just haven't actually sat down to really record the video. I've been opening a sort of file here to write what I think could be potential. So even with me doing that, I could obviously miss some things. So as you're watching the video, or even right now, even though we're just now starting, feel free to go down in the comment section and let me know something that you think they're going to obviously do from the movie itself and bring into Dokkan Battle, or even into Xenoverse, or into Fighters, because I feel like there's definitely, if they don't use this opportunity, a brand new Dragon Ball Super movie, the first ever actually Dragon Ball Super branded movie, and bring that into every sort of Dragon Ball game that exists right now. Jeez, if I can just talk properly today, that would be super friggin' nice. Anyway, so Legends of course included as well, then I think that they are definitely going to be misstepping here. I think they absolutely need to have it in Fighters, all of that. So some of this stuff could obviously bridge over into that, but I think you have to look at it from the hype stuff for all of that, and then, you know, Dokkan you can do a lot more with as far as these cards go. So anyway, actually before I do begin talking all of this, I feel like this is a pretty obvious thing, but spoilers ahead, right? Or not really spoilers, because no one's seen the movie yet. It doesn't actually premieres in Japan in about 3 weeks from the time of me recording this. So it's kind of crazy to think about, but the premiere itself, and then it opens December 14th in Japan, and then it opens here on, I think, January 19th, if I remember correctly, here in the US and many other countries. But pretty obviously, the stuff that we've seen that could be spoilers, all of that is how I'm going about doing my predictions here. We're going to do the more sort of what is been shown and we definitely know should probably turn into cards in Dokkan, and then we'll hop into an area that is very much so like, this is the stuff that we've kind of heard that we sort of imagine is in the movie, but just a huge disclaimer here, definitely spoiler territory coming up for sure, especially if you haven't even watched the trailers, which you haven't, go watch the trailers, it looks fantastic. So first up, Broly. Right? I feel like, duh. But what I really hope to see, I mean, they'll definitely make a base form one, they'll make a standard sort of SSJ one, and then they'll probably do a Berserker, Legendary, whatever they decide to call it, style one as well. But I'm hoping that in the realm of this, we get a free-to-play card too, because they've been being really, really good about free-to-play cards recently with the Transformation Piccolo and the Trunks, Goten, and Marin and all of that. And those, not that the Trunks and Goten card is just absolutely amazing, but the Piccolo one is actually very, very good. So I'm hoping that they sort of stay in that vein of releasing free-to-play cards, and they give us a good Broly card, even if it is just a sort of base form one, like the one we took on in the Extreme Z battle. Still, I'm hoping for a free-to-play Broly card. Now, I don't really, what could he be the leader of? Who really knows on that stance? I do have an idea for the one we're about to get to in a second. But as long as it's a decent free-to-play Broly card, I would love to see that, and I have an idea for another free-to-play card that I would like to see them do as well. Then moving past that, obviously a new Goku. What I'm hoping for mostly here, which I'm not going to spend too much time on these. I want to spend more time on the theory crafting of the more sort of hype stuff that I think they'll probably do with this movie. But what I do hope to see out of this movie, or out of this sort of the cross here of this movie within Dokkan, is I want to see a new Super Saiyan God, and a proper, not that the strength one isn't great, the AGL one isn't great, and the physical and the intelligence one still don't have their sort of places, but I do want to see a really, really top tier Super Saiyan God Goku come out of this, because Super Saiyan God is such an amazing form that is so underused. I swear I want them to make a new Super Saiyan God off of this, and I'm sure more than likely we'll get a ton. Let's be real. We're going to get a ton of new Goku cards from this movie. They are going to, I'm sure, do so much around this movie. It's not even going to be funny, but I hope that at least one thing we get out of it, for real, is a Super Saiyan God Goku and a Super Saiyan God Vegeta. I want them to make an SSG Vegeta so incredibly bad. By the way, also before I move further into this video, for one, if you're new to the channel, you're not done so yet since I'm already breaking, consider hitting that subscribe button, joining the hashtag NanoFam today. Consider slapping the like button for some Dragon Ball Super Broly hype. Let's see, can we get 3,000 likes on this video? Let's see if we can get 3,000 likes on this video. You think we can do it for Dragon Ball Super Broly? I think we can do it. But art, everything I'm using in this will be all linked down below. All the artist references will be down below in the description. You guys want to check these out for yourselves. Of course, to also give credit to the amazing artists for everything I'm using in this video. But I want to see, since we know for a fact that Vegeta is going to go Super Saiyan God in this movie, please give us an SSG Vegeta. Please. Oh my gosh. I don't even care if he's a support style unit. I don't care if he's just a regular sort of extra card that is on a hype LR Dokkan Fest or something like that. Just please give us a Super Saiyan God Vegeta card. I want to have that in Dokkan so bad. I am so excited to see Vegeta go SSG. Now that was revealed at SCCC. There was a panel showing off the different characters that would be in the movie, the sort of forms you could expect to see from them, and Super Saiyan God Vegeta was one of them that was revealed. And yes, please, I'm just hoping that they've heard the outcry of how many people really do enjoy the Super Saiyan God transformation, and that is absolutely something that we get from the movie crossing over into Dokkan. Now, on sort of a lesser hype thing, I imagine we'll get a new Paragus that sort of matches his, sort of style within the movie itself. I mean, which we have what, one Paragus card, if I can recall, it's the SR Paragus. So it'd be cool to get, a free-to-play SSR Paragus that you can farm up or something like that as part of a sort of story. I'm sure they'll do probably multiple story parts for this. This is a around 2-hour long movie, so there's a lot that they can sort of grab from this movie and bring into Dokkan as content, not just even around summoning, but actual story events where you farm up cards, farm up, free-to-play Brolys, free-to-play Paraguses, whatever it might be. Then past that, we're gonna new Frieza, whether it's a Golden Frieza, a base form Frieza with his sort of true to color form that we could see from the trailers where he's a more sort of reddish color. That would be really cool. He does go golden. He went golden in the original trailer as well. So we get a new Golden Frieza, whatever it might be, we're probably gonna get a golden. These are the ones that I feel like are just definites. A new Bardock, I feel like is probably pretty obvious as well. This game loves Bardock. Look at how many Super Saiyan Bardocks there are and everything else. A base form LR Bardock. We all love Bardock. Give us a new Bardock card. Now the last one before we go into these sort of like really theory crafting style cards is a new King Vegeta, please. King Vegeta looks awesome in this style. Also, I should have noted this before now, but I'm hoping that all these cards sort of resemble that new art style that Dragon Ball Super Broly movie is going for. I would love to see the card art in Dokkan resemble that of what we've seen from these trailers that this movie is going to look like. I think that would also be an incredible aesthetic to stick with to bring over onto these cards. But I would like to see a new King Vegeta, even if he's just something like a Pure Saiyan's support style unit where he's giving, like, let's say Pure Saiyan's Ki +2, attack defense +35% or something like that, a sort of on sort of not on rotation but on banner card, right? A new SSR summonable unit, but a King Vegeta. Like, I think that would be really, really cool. I feel like his representation in the game is so minimal that this would be a time for them to actually make a cool King Vegeta card. It doesn't even have to be like super special as far as leader ability goes, or even as super. I would like for them to do something cool with the super attacks. They've been knocking super attacks out of the freaking ballpark lately, but something really cool where he's a good support style unit, off rotating style unit that does benefit some form of a team, and a Pure Saiyan's team with something like that would be really, really cool. So now hopping into the more theory craft-esque cards, I think inevitably we are getting a dual LR Dokkan Fest off of this. If not LR, then very similar to how we got the Goku and the Frieza, where they have in-game transformation style, and the card art is that of in between a standard Dokkan Fest and an LR. We thought that might be the new art style, and then we got Majin Buu, and he didn't look anything even remotely similar to how the Frieza and the Goku look like, so I don't really know. But I mean, there's gonna be a dual Dokkan Fest in some form or fashion coming from this movie, if not multiple dual Dokkan Fest style. We haven't had an LR dual Dokkan Fest since Goku and Vegeta on the JP side back in friggin' February, because yes, they did come back, but you know, actual real new releases since February of this year. So I'm assuming that on the one side, it's an LR Broly. I imagine what they could do with him, I'm going to keep it more realistic, not going too far out there, is giving him that movie villain lead that Turles has, but upping it, taking it away from just the 150. Maybe they do a 177, since we've now seen them do that with the representatives of Universe 7 with LR Goku and Frieza, giving him a movie villain lead of plus 177%. And then having him maybe have some form of a transformation where he is in a SSJ state, and then he transforms into his, you know, legendary berserker status within that. That would be pretty sick. Now, on the flip side of that, the sort of super style of the LR Dokkan Fest would be, this is where it gets tricky, because it just depends on how this movie goes. But assuming all the rumors are correct, obviously since they're bringing back Fusion Reborn, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta finally going to be in something again, we get a Gogeta. And I see this going maybe two ways here. And one way is a little bit more far-fetched than the other, just because I want to see this happen so bad, which you'll notice a trend here. But is a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Goku, similar to the style of how we already had LR Gogeta and LR Vegito, but they're already in their Super Saiyan Blue forms, and then with some sort of mechanic, hopefully not past 6 turns and below 50% HP. Granted, I get that that is there because of how OP they are, but like, no one, like, we're just playing the game to have fun. There's no multiplayer aspect to the game outside of the World Tournament, and that's just fighting, you know, shadow clones of other teams from players anyway. Let us have like this awesome transformation that doesn't require all this other stuff. That way we can actually see it, because I see Gogeta and Vegeta so rarely, but I would love if Gogeta is really going to be in this movie and everything else, and he is Super Saiyan Blue and all of that, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and they transform. Much less, like, do it after like 3 or 4 turns, and it just, you don't have to be under a certain amount of health. Like, it's like a 50% chance after turn 3 or turn 4, you know, similar to what they did with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and he evolves into SSBE Vegeta with a 30% chance after turn 4. Something even like that would be better than 6 turns, but I do hope we see something like an SSB Vegeta and Goku transforming into a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Now, on the flip side of that, it's a actual just LR Gogeta. There's no transformation, there's no dual characters. And here was the thing that I wanted to see. Let's say we actually see Gogeta in base form. And this, I feel like this could go either one of 2 ways. So he starts out in base form. Let's say we get to see him in Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. And so he actually has transformations that takes him into SSG and SSB. That would be fantastic. Now, on the flip side of that, no base form. He starts off in SSG. So he goes from SSG Gogeta into SSB Gogeta as a transformation. I mean, transformations are pretty sort of prominent right now in how they're building these cards out and everything else. So I feel like no matter how you look at this, it's going to be a transformation style LR, but it could not be. Could just be a standard SSB LR Gogeta that's super overpowered. And the thing that I thought maybe they could do with him, since we don't have another fusion lead, and it may be that it's just a 177% across the board to a fusion category, but maybe make him like a hero movie lead. So any of the characters that are in the game that are actually from the super type characters that are in the game that are actually from movies, make this be their leader. And you know, that still opens up to a ton of units that could be ran on the team as well. But that's what I'm kind of seeing there. I said 2 options. I guess it's more like 3. A base Gogeta that can transform into SSG or SSB, a SSG Gogeta that can transform into SSB, or an SSB that goes just literally hard in the paint, just immediately out of the gates. And then you had the other option of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku together that transform into SSB Gogeta. And then last but not least, my last sort of thing here is an LR UI Goku, because apparently there have been potential sort of things that are pointing to the fact that Goku should go UI in this movie. And so a lot of people are hoping he stays his sort of black-haired version, even though everything is showed off his sort of white-haired mastered UI version. But an actual LR UI Goku would be very cool as well, and making that transformable to just like the other one, or no transformation at all, just straight up. He literally starts out and is absolutely insane, probably just a stronger Realm of Gods lead or something of that nature. But anyways, guys, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I honestly, I love doing these. I love sitting down. I love doing these sort of theory crafting videos. These are kind of fun to do especially with you guys when we don't know anything, right? That's why I started realizing, like, man, I'm running out of time. Like, I literally been sitting here thinking about making this video for longer than 2 weeks, but I actually sat down about 2 weeks ago kind of building out the ideas that I wanted to put into the video, and time just kept passing. You know, we upload daily here, and I was finally like, man, I gotta sit down, I gotta make this video, because it's possible we start seeing leaks, we start getting cards actually uploaded to the database for this movie soon, because it's literally premiering in Japan in 3.5 weeks. So I was like, I am running out of time, I gotta get this video made. So as I said a little bit ago, if you're new to the channel, not done so yet, consider going down there right now, hitting that subscribe button, and joining the hashtag NanoFam today. Consider slapping the like button, as well as don't forget to join in on the, what am I doing right now with this video? Don't forget to join in on the conversation down below in the comment section. Obviously, if you feel like I missed something, man, have fun with it, go in depth with it, give it a leader ability, give it a passive ability, give it a super tech, all those things. I love it when you guys theorycraft cards down below in the comment section. It's amazing. Some of you guys go absolutely insane with it too, and it's awesome. So guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix sign off, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.